Binomial expansion. Here's an example. Here's your formula. This should be a 3. For some reason that other stroke didn't go in there, or I put a 2 by mistake, but whichever, that should be a 3 on the end. But this is the general form for expanding out the quantity cubed of a plus b. And it is a to the third plus 3a squared b plus 3ab squared plus b to the third. What you will do is use this to expand out a quantity that is a binomial, meaning it has 2 terms in it, and it is raised as a quantity to some power. Here is an example. And that should be a 3 there on the end as well. You have 2x plus 4y, the quantity of 2x plus 4y cubed. So that means you're going to have an a value of 2x and a b value of 4y. Where you see an a in the general formula, you will replace that with a 2x. At the very beginning, you see a to the third. So we will write the quantity cubed of 2x. You treat variables as quantities. In other words, with parentheses around what you're putting into it, and then act accordingly after that. You have plus 3 times the quantity squared of 2x times 4y, which is a b. And then 3 times 2x times the quantity squared of 4y, and then plus the quantity cubed of 4y. Everywhere you see an a, I have replaced that with a 2x. Everywhere you see a b, such as here, here, and there, I've put in 4y. And I've put parentheses where there used to be a variable. After you do that, you have to multiply and simplify. In this case here, 2x to the third, the exponent acts on each item inside, so that would be 8x to the third. Over to the next one. You have this one. The quantity squared of 2x. That becomes 4x squared. So now you have 3 times 4 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And then 12 times 4 is 48. And of course you have your x squared y from in there. We'll move over to the next set. Here. This becomes 16y squared. So you have 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 16 is going to be 96. And then you have xy squared. This becomes 64, y to the third. So let's figure out what this one is going to be when we expand it. We're going to start with the quantity cubed of 3x, and then plus 3 times the quantity squared of 3x. Close the quantity, then times a negative 5, plus 3 times 3x times the quantity squared of negative 5, and then plus the quantity cubed of negative 5. This becomes 27x to the third. Then on the next part we have 9x squared times 3, which would be 27x squared times a negative 5 is negative 135x squared. Back here we will have 9x times 25, 225x, and then minus 125. Here's the problem. This is the general form, and this is what we get when we plug in our items of 5x for A and 6y for B. We will zoom in here and do this first. This will give me 625x to the fourth. Then on to the next one. For this set, it's going to be plus, and I will have from this 125x to the third. 125 times 4 is 500, and then times 6 is 3,000. And we have x to the third y. On this next set here, we will have another plus. This goes to 25x squared. So 25 times 6 times 6 is... Alright, and this one right here is going to be 36y squared. So we'll have 36 times 25 times 6, and that will give us 5,400. And we will have x squared, y squared. And then over on this one, this changes to 216 y cubed. So 216 times 5 times 4 is 4,320 x y to the third. And then back here we will have 6 to the fourth power, which is 1,296 plus a, or times a y to the fourth.